Why did he hit me so hard?
I think.
I'm Jess.
I'm Scotty.
And I'm your host, Dawson. And you're watching
On the Clock. Or no, yeah, he had 3 touchdowns.
Well, there, I think 6 leagues.
Yeah.
And so if you're bottom,
Yeah, Wichita State, we won the past game.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to On the Clock. Today we have a very packed show. We have NCAA basketball, trivia, NFL. Adam Bilby is going to come on the show and talk about the NCAA men's wrestling tournament, and then we got some Rose Hill sports recap. So we're going to dive right in here. NCAA basketball. Last night we had 4 games. FAU came out on top over Tennessee. K-State beat Michigan State in the first overtime game of the year for the tournament.
Yeah.
And then UConn smoked Arkansas, and then Gonzaga pulled out a close one over UCLA. So, Scotty, I know you said you stayed up and watched the Gonzaga game. How did that go down?
Flashbacks to 2016 in the Villanova game, the game winner there. A very clutch shot by the UCLA. I can't remember who it was, but they kicked it out. UCLA guy hits a 3, and then Gonzaga comes right out of a timeout. Same play that Villanova did a few years back, and clutch banged out that deep three to win the game and send the Zags to keep on dancing against UConn.
I like that game a lot because UConn has Drew Timme, probably one of the best interior players in the game. And then Gonzaga, it's just a fun team to watch, it sounds like. So that should be a really good game. Then we'll move over to FAU, pull off the upset against Tennessee. Did either of you guys get the chance to look at any of that?
Not much, but I know the score was around like 27, 22 at half, and I know my dad was trying to bet on the game or something, and he didn't know where to put the line. He's like, I know Tennessee's going to win or something, but...
Well, yeah, they didn't. And then, did you catch any of that?
The FAU game? I watched the end of it. Just kind of like where is the free throws and stuff.
Yeah.
I had just gotten back home, but they were talking about how poor Tennessee looks on offense and how they're not good enough on offense to make a deep run in the tournament, which, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah, they were right.
These defensive teams will be really good for a little bit, but this FAU team's on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, and which is dangerous because they're coming in to play Kansas State. FAU, from what I've heard, is very athletic. K-State, we got some athletes too. But this should be a good game. But we're going to first talk about K-State's previous game against Michigan State. That was probably in my top 3 favorite basketball games of all time. It was a game of runs. It was back and forth the whole time. Michigan State took their last lead with 7.5 minutes left in the second half, tied the game up off of a layup, and then Noel drove the length of the court, got up a little one, and then it was just short. Looks like he could have gotten fouled. I wouldn't have probably called it. But then it goes to overtime. Overtime was crazy. We just kept hitting shots. Played really well. Noel actually in the first half went out. He rolled his ankle, so he played the whole second half in overtime with a taped ankle. We were really nervous because, he's heart and soul of our team. When he was out, I don't think we scored a bucket. I think we gave up like a 9-0 run or something like that. But it was a really good game. Some stats from the game. Marquise Noel had 20-19, which is a record for NCAA tournament for most assists in a game, and then he had 5 steals too. So a really impressive game from him. And then Ish, the Swish, had 15 points. He was 4 for 6 from 3, so really good shooting split there. Keontae had 22 and 6 boards. Gasson had 11 points on 5 of 5 shooting. I didn't realize that at the time. And then Tomlin also chipped in 11, and he was 4-9.
All this for Florida Atlantic to keep on dancing.
I don't think so. So games tonight, we have Alabama and SDSU, and then Creighton and Princeton, Houston and Miami, and then Xavier and Texas. Who do you guys like coming out of those games?
I think Alabama is definitely the kind of strong team to come out of all of these, but I think you could see the Miami over Houston upset.
I do. That would probably, if I had to pick one, I would pick that one.
I've watched Houston quite a bit this year, and I think they've been dealing with some injuries. Sasser hasn't been 100%, but I could see Miami winning this game.
And Jace, you got any other upsets? You got Princeton making the Elite Eight?
No, I got Creighton cutting that string off for them. Probably, I could see Alabama. Yeah, they're just a really good team coming out. So probably Creighton, Alabama, I mean, kind of like Sky said, the division's not the best. That's not like being down.
I mean, we're pretty strong. Florida Atlantic's coming in next year, and
Yeah.
it'll be a good
But
division.
they're coming Big 12 next year. We'll see what they're really made of next year.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see Xavier coming over Texas.
Yeah.
So.
So we'll have hopefully 2 Big 12 teams in the Elite Eight, 3 if you count Houston. But who are your guys' Final Four predictions?
I think you could see Texas.
Out of the Midwest,
I think you could see Texas out of there, Alabama,
out of the South,
K-State,
out of the East,
and let's go Gonzaga.
Gonzaga out of the West. Jace?
I got Alabama. I'll just go K-State here. Texas, and I got UConn.
Okay, I'm going to take K-State out of the East, Texas out of the Midwest. I'll go Gonzaga, and then as much as I hate to say it, Alabama. Going to be the second time we've seen them on a major stage this year, but hopefully it won't go the same as it did last time. So that's kind of our recap for the tournament. We're going to move into some tournament trivia here. Which 3 states have won back-to-back titles with different schools? So, for example, it could be Houston and Texas. Or you kind of get it.
Oh, so we know it can't be Kansas because
Yeah. Well,
K-State.
WSU hadn't either.
because K-State's never won.
So there are
Okay.
3 states.
That's what I thought. 3 states?
Yeah.
I know one of them, but
No, you guys can go ahead. You guys are working together on this one.
we are.
Yeah. And then we'll get an actual.
UCLA. So California. That's one. Of them.
Well, UCLA went back-to-back by themselves, right?
I thought you just said back to.
Or 2 teams.
That has to be 2 teams. So
Like, yeah.
UCLA and another California team. Back
So it could be like UCLA.
So California's not one of them.
No, California's not one of them.
Did New York? I didn't
No,
know.
it's not New York.
I didn't know because they had I can't remember what the school is, but they won a few back in like the 90s.
No.
Florida.
No, that was one of my guesses. No.
Let's go with the Texas.
Nope.
What you said.
No, that was my first thought. I thought
yeah,
Texas.
they have a lot of
like
colleges.
you got a lot of colleges in there that you could get a shot at.
Shoot.
You guys want a hint?
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Nope, not Oklahoma. Think Blue Bloods here. This is really gonna help you.
No, North Carolina.
Yep,
North Carolina.
Who? So North Carolina.
Duke
Who else?
Duke.
Oh.
And then you got
Kentucky.
Kentucky and Louisville. Yep. And then this one I didn't get. It's like
2013.
really, really old.
I'm reading my March Madness book right now. Is it from like the 50s and 60s?
I don't know. I just know it's old.
Oregon.
No.
Oregon won the first ever national tournament. Let's go. I don't even know. Is it like Georgia?
No, it's not.
What like? If
What
we split it in half
It's
between Kansas.
northern. It's on the east of Kansas.
East of Kansas. What were you about to say? Northern.
Northern.
East.
It's northern.
Indiana?
No.
Wisconsin.
Illinois.
No. You're getting there.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Is
It's Ohio.
What schools?
Ohio State and Cincinnati.
Oh, yeah, that was like, I think that was like the 60s. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've seen Cincinnati's.
All right, so we're gonna get into some over/under here. You guys are gonna be going head to head. So you're gonna tell me over or under this amount of Sweet 16 appearances. So first up, we got LSU. Over under 10 Sweet 16 appearances.
Over under 10.
10.
Under.
Over.
How many?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just know over 10. It kind of surprised me. Okay, Iowa over under 5.
Over.
Under.
Over. We got
That
Mizzou.
sucks. How many?
Oh, Mizzou over under 10.
Bro, there is no way.
Over.
Under.
Under. So are we tied at 2?
No, it's 2-0.
You guys both got the first. No, we're tied at 1. So you got.
I have
you got-
Yes,
2.
2. You got Iowa right.
No, I didn't. You got it.
All right, 2-0. WSU over under 10.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, what is it?
Over under 10.
But what's the round? Sweet 16?
Sweet 16 appearances.
Oh, for sure we under.
Shoot, let's do it.
Well,
over.
oh,
Have faith.
2-1. They're under.
Yeah, we suck.
Marquette over under 15.
Under. There's no way.
Over.
There's no way.
Over.
They're like 0-9 in the last. Their last 8 tournament appearances. They're 1-9.
I said they were over.
Mark's terrible.
All right, TCU over under 5.
TCU over under 5.
Let's go over.
I'm going under. They lost the first round.
It's under. They've not made more than 5. All right, Georgia over under 5.
They have football school under.
Over.
Under. North Carolina State over under 10.
You threw in that weird one. I'm gonna go over.
Under.
Over.
I was say they had the
All right,
Who's the
Butler
coach?
over under 5.
over.
Community college?
Over. No, it's the team K-State almost lost to, or they did lose to this year.
Yeah.
Who?
Butler.
Lane?
Over.
What are you going over under?
Under.
It's over. And then last one, Bama 10 over under.
Under.
Yeah, football school under.
Yeah, under 10 Final Four appearances. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and then we're going to be back with everything NFL that's happened about the last 2-3 weeks.
And Bilby.
And then Adam Bilby will join the show after that and talk about the NCAA men's wrestling tournament.
Rosehill Family Dentistry is a dentist office located on 106 East Yeager Street. They're open Monday through Friday, typically from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Their passion is to make sure their patients are happy, healthy, and able to achieve a confident, amazing smile. They care for all ages, ranging from toddlers to even great-great-grandparents. You can contact them at 316-776-2144.
All right, welcome back. We're going to talk about what we like to talk about, the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, kind of in a sticky situation here. He wants to go to the Jets, but the Jets aren't willing to pay for him. The Packers are supposedly asking for a first-round pick. It sounds like the Jets are prepared to give up a third. What do you guys think? Do you think that the Jets are going to have to throw in another guy, or if the deal's even going to get done at all?
Well, I think what they're thinking is he's already given them a wish list. They've gone out and signed these players.
Yep.
And now the Packers are expecting their standards haven't changed. But I think Rodgers wants to go to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the Packers are being a little stingy about it.
Jason, any more thoughts on that?
I mean, you said they did sign the wish list.
They started signing wish list
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, if you're starting to sign Packers players, expecting Roger to be there, they're going to end up signing him, probably either get what he wants or probably give something away.
Yeah.
If you're already signing all those players, there's no point in signing. Rodgers tells you to sign all those players, and
Yeah.
he doesn't get on the team.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, and then another weird quarterback situation, Lamar Jackson. I saw something the other day why nobody's made an offer for him is because the Ravens have a 5-day period to match that offer. And so that for 5 days, that takes them out of any sweepstakes for any quarterbacks. So I think that teams are just going to hold out, see how everything settles. You said you heard the Colts were in the rumor mill, interested in them. I've heard that the Falcons are out, but where do you think the best fit is for him?
I like him with the Colts. I think it's just, of course they won't really be much of a very great contender, I think, at the beginning, because they're AFC South, I think. Yeah, they're in that AFC South. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty bad division. Titans kind of ran that over the past few years, not being
Jacksonville on the rise out there.
So I don't see them being really too competitive, especially with how stacked the AFC is getting right now, especially with the Jets becoming really good too. But I could see them over the years signing some guys, getting help around Lamar next year.
I think it takes an adjustment year, and then you got prime Jonathan Taylor, prime Lamar Jackson, almost prime Michael Pittman. I think you got a little squad out there here in a year or two, if that were to happen.
And they'll probably sign a few players to help
Yeah,
along
you
with
got
it.
the drafts and everything like that. And then another big, weird, shocking move to me. Darren Waller to the Giants.
That was weird. That was one of the first.
It kind of came out of the blue. Nobody
Yeah.
had said that he was unhappy or that the Raiders were looking for cap relief.
He kind of went off of his best season of his career. And then they bring in Devontae Adams.
And then it kind of hinders him a little bit.
And then now he's going to the Giants, where they don't really have a great tight end. Last year was Dellinger or something. It was It was some guy most people never heard of because they just moved on from Evan Ingram. But I think he really succeeds in this role because they don't really have a great receiver.
Yeah, you have Barkley, they re-signed, who could be considered a receiving back. But yeah, they didn't have that one wide receiver.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that, Jace?
Not really. It's a pretty good upgrade for them considering the other tight end was kind of somewhat a nobody. Never really heard of him before, and so yeah, they signed Barkley. So I mean, it could be a somewhat decent team next year.
Yep, and then we've been mentioning the Jets on and off here. The two moves that they did make that kind of stand out, they brought in Lazard from the Packers on Aaron Rodgers' wish list, and they also brought in McCole Hardman from the Chiefs. So that wide receiver room seems pretty stable to me. He's got a lot more weapons there than he does in Green Bay.
Also traded off
Elijah Moore to the Browns.
but they'll still have Garrett Wilson. So.
Yep, and then Orlando Brown signed with the rival Bengals.
That's awful. How do you do that? I saw that and I was like, how do you do that? Is it?
I mean, I think they got some swag over there. I think.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a young team. They got a cool team. But I mean, I liked them. I wish he would have stayed. But we did sign Jawan Taylor,
Yeah.
new left tackle. I believe it is 4 years, $80 million.
Younger, less money.
Yep, $60 million guaranteed. But then other moves in the division: Jimmy G to the Raiders, and then let's see what else.
One average quarterback to the next.
Yeah, I think that's really. And then Waller was traded. Who did they bring in a tight end? Like Jonnu Smith.
The Raiders?
Yeah, no, Jonnu went to the Falcons. I don't remember. Let's see what other moves we got here. We got Gesicki, Juju, and James Robinson to the Patriots. Like all those moves for them, they needed some receiving help. Singletary to the Texans. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make long term.
Kind of hurt my boy Damian Pierce's
Yeah,
tackle a little bit.
fantasy value. And then Cooks traded to the Cowboys
Yeah, I saw that.
for a fifth and a sixth. I think that's pretty much a steal. You got 2 more good years left with him. Montgomery to the Lions. That made me sad. Jamal Williams, now a New Orleans Saint. I really liked what they were doing over there. I think they're going to be just as good this year. Jesse Bates, the Falcons.
Oh, I didn't even see that one until I think yesterday on like the ESPN app or whatever. I saw it, but that was kind of random.
Yep, and then Sanders and Thielen to the Panthers.
I was hoping the Chiefs kind of snuck in there on that Thielen one.
That Thielen sweepstakes, yep. And then you got Derek Carr to the Saints. I like that move. And then you got Baker Mayfield to the Bucs. So some new quarterbacks out there in the NFC.
Shaking it up.
So for right now, that's all we have to talk about. No new coaching hires, fires, anything really like that. Oh, Cam Newton, that video, did you guys see that?
Oh yeah, him.
Yeah, he's having another pro day at Auburn. I mean, I like him. I'd love to see him back in the league. I do think there are 32 guys better than him, though. But still, I'd love to see him on a team somewhere. But that's all we have for the NFL. So we're going to be back here in just a second after this commercial. Adam Bilby is going to break down the NCAA men's wrestling tournament, and then we're going to get into some Rose Hill sports.
It's been 2 days, no food, no water. We're so hungry, parched. Oh my God, Adam, look. Holy crap, it's Louis. Dude, is that a burger restaurant? Oh my God. Dude, we gotta go. We gotta go. Oh my God. I'm so hungry, dude. I'm so hungry. Finally. Dude, food. No! Restaurant. Louis Cafe is located in the middle of Rose Hill near the train tracks at 107 South Rose Hill Road. It is open from 11 to 8 Monday through Saturday. Louis serves American cuisine and fried chicken. You can also reach Louis at 316-776-9005.
Welcome back. We're here with Adam Bilby, wrestler, high school wrestler. He appeared at the NCAA men's wrestling tournament this past weekend, right?
Yeah, yep, in Tulsa.
How was it?
It was good. There was a big upset that happened with Spencer Lee, the 1 seed for Iowa, 3-time national champion, 3-time high school state champion out of Pennsylvania. And he got upset by the 4 seed Matt Ramos from Purdue. Was up by 3 with 49 seconds left. He got thrown to his back and got stuck. And then it was crazy. I remember seeing everyone's facial expression in that arena. You know, hands on the head, everything. It was crazy.
I also saw, wasn't there a 4-timer this past weekend?
Yeah, Yanni Dickmahalis, the 5th 4-timer ever in NCAA history. He's from Cornell. He won, 3. He was going for his 4th this year. Beat Sammy Sasso, the 2 seed from Ohio State. It was a good match and everything. So yeah, really pulled it off.
And then finally, I saw that Donald Trump made an appearance.
Yep, the first president to ever show up to a national tournament. Donald Trump showed up, taking pictures with everyone, obviously. really like expanding his, love to different areas of America.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. And yesterday, spring sports kicked off, softball and baseball and track. Today is soccer's first game, but softball won both of their games 11-1 and 14-1, with baseball also winning both of their games 1-0 and 11-5. Track's early bird meet, not much results there, but starting off the season strong for both sports, and soccer should be able to pull out a win tonight. Play pretty good. They're a young team, and just a good way to start off spring sports. See ya. We're going to probably have a show on Tuesday next week. Bye.